Okay, we're live. Welcome everybody to this week's Azure and AI show. With me is Seena Khan, and Seena is going to do some stuff there with Power Apps, isn't it? Power Platform. Yeah. And I'm going to do some stuff with Copilot, with maybe Excel later on, and hopefully we might have somebody else join us. So, Seena, could you share your screen there for us?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, and Joseph.
Please let me know once the
Yeah, not yet.
screen is okay.
Okay, I can see your screen there now, Sina.
Okay. Let me share my blog here first. So this is my another blog I have created on yesterday. And yeah, this is Deploy AI Medical Copilot by using Microsoft Healthcare Agent Service and use it in Power Apps. So normally, AI medical copilot, it is a novel technique for clinicians to improve their clinical documentations and decision making. So it can provide numerous advantages, including increased efficiency, quality, and results. But there are some like faces numerous obstacles and constraints, including data quality, data privacy, human factors, and clinical validations. So, not it is not like a replacement for human doctors, but rather a smart assistant who may supplement and enhance their clinical workflow. So, normally to create this medical copilot, I have used Microsoft Healthcare Agent Service, and this is a cloud platform that enables developers and healthcare organizations to create and deploy compliant generative AI healthcare copilots. And using this generative AI, healthcare organizations can develop intelligent systems that act as copilots for healthcare professionals and allowing them to successfully manage administrative tasks and improve service delivery. So, firstly, I have logged into the Azure portal. So here, what are the steps we are going to do is firstly, I will create a healthcare agent service, and I will yeah, after creating it, and I will enter into the management portal of that service, and there we will do some configurations, and after that, we'll go for Microsoft Copilot, and there we are going to import. So these are the steps I'm going to do here. So this is an Azure platform, and here, if you are not seeing your healthcare, so recently I have used this healthcare agent service, so that's why it is listed in the recent services list. Otherwise, you can search here healthcare agent service. So it will be listed here under global search. Now I'm going to click on this healthcare agent service. From here, I have already created one for my blog, and here I will just demonstrate steps how to create this copilot. So just click on create. My subscription, which is already selected, so I don't need to select any other subscriptions. Then go for the resource group here. Already I'm having a resource group, I'm checking that. Otherwise, you can create a new resource group here. And then coming over the name here, you can provide a unique name, and which is in small letters. Capital letters and capital letters are not acceptable by this name section. So here I'm just providing example AI, and this is a medical AI. and then the region East US I have selected. And for getting the Copilot services or getting the Copilot features, you should have to select the agency one. So this plan only having the Copilot features, so you should have to select this particular feature and then go for review plus create. So these are the major options you should have to. The resource group you should have to select, then the name, region, and the plan should be agent, then review plus create. So it will go for the validation first, and then after the validation completed, then it will coming over the create. So then you can click on create after successfully validates. Yeah, it is successfully validated, then come to click on create. Once the deployment happening, so it is you can go for the log again. Coming over here, yeah, here I have entered the details and then click on create. So after creating it, we should have to go to the resources, and then there in the overview section you can see there link to the management portal of this particular copilot. Still the deployment is in progress. After we entered into this management portal of this copilot, we should have to select the board administration, and then here download the Copilot Studio connector. So before that, you should have to go into the configuration section and check whether the healthcare orchestrator is enabled or not. Then only we will get this download Copilot Studio connector option to download your Copilot. Wait for some time, it will get deployed. Yeah, now it's deployed. Go to resources, click on the go to resources option, and here you can see these are the options available, the sidebar menus. And here in the overview section, coming into the management portal, and here you can click over here, or else you can just copy this link and take it into the another tab and enter. So it will redirect to your portal, management portal of this particular copilot. So our in a copilot name is example AI medical. Today my this is not working fine. I'm just going for and creating, opening the yesterday one. So here, so these are the steps to, so here, just to click on that link. Okay, once it get loaded, you just go there and under the configuration section, healthcare orchestrator is there. So in the healthcare orchestrator, one second. These are the two plugins. So here, healthcare orchestrator to work with plugins and enable fallback when no answer is found. So these two should be enabled. Then only we will get an option here in the skills. Sorry, one more thing is there. We should have to add as a new item over here as well. Before that, before downloading it. Okay. Yeah. That we can add later. Now coming into the download portion. So for that, we should have to go into the manage section, sorry, in the bot administration, and we'll do that. Okay. So this add new item we will do later in the skills section. So coming over here in the bot administration, and here you will get this option to download Copilot Studio connector. So I have already downloaded this. I'll show you here Copilot, coming into the Copilot Studio. So what I have done is getting into the Copilot tab into the Copilot Studio, and here there is an option called Import Copilot. So when you are importing, so sorry, when here from here you have downloaded this, so it will download as a zip file only. So once it downloaded, you come over here into the Copilot Studio, and here in the Copilot tab, click on Import Copilot, and it will ask for go to Solutions and come to the Solutions window. It's taking too long. So here I'm just sharing my blog again and importing this copilot. So you will redirect to the solution. So click on go to solutions, and here you will enter into this window, and here you can select import solution. So from here you can create new solutions as well, and if you have already a copilot solution, you can import that too. So we are already downloaded a copilot solution from the management portal, so we are going to import that into the copilot studio. So while you are importing it, so you have to go into, these are the screens will be available. So import a solution, and here click on the browse. And in the browse button, you can select where you have downloaded. From that location, you can select the zip file. Then click on next, and coming over here, you just make sure this enable plugin steps and flows included in the solution has been selected. Then you can click on next again, and here you should have to require these two parameters, which are already pre-populated and linked to you, so there is no need to, so this is already there, so you don't need to update anything there. So just check whether these two are filled or not, then click on import. That's it. So after a while it will get imported. Yeah, now here this is the window. So here importing the solution by clicking on import solution. So this is the screen you will get, and after that here select your zip file which you have you have downloaded, then click on next, and here the another side screen will open, and from here you just check in the advanced settings here, enable plugin steps and flaws included in the solution has been checked or not. Then click on import, so next, and then here should have to check whether these two parameters are filled or not. That's it. And after that you can click on import to import this. So I have already imported this. So after importing this, what you have to do is just to click on that copilot, and here, okay, you are entered into that solution. So these are the various components of this copilot solution. So just select this copilot and click on AI medical copilot. So it will open this view. So here AI medical copilot agent has been opened, and these are the several sections of this agent copilot. And here, going before you are entered into anything here, just click on this settings, and coming over here in the skills, this is already configured, so just you have click on add a skill, and here the skill URL you should have to enter. This skill URL you will get from the management portal. Okay, yeah, here this is the skill manifest URL you can enter there. And after that add a new item, and here you can provide this copilot ID as well. So from where you can get the copilot ID, that is here in the security. Security is, yeah. Sorry, in the advanced section here, the metadata. And here you will get the copilot ID. So just to copy this ID, this is just for connecting your copilot with your management portal. And here add a new item. Now after that, after configuring all this, coming over here, you can just test your copilot by entering your any kind of doubts or any medical assistance you need. So for example, here I'm just taking another one, and here it is giving hello, I'm a medical copilot agent, a virtual assistant. It is giving some information. Now I'm asking a question like, okay, any kind of medical assistant questions you can just okay. So I'm just asking what's the solution of sinus headache. Actually, I'm having this, so I'm just using this. Okay. Yeah, here I got the solution for this. It is telling me you can try apply a warm, moist washcloth to your face several times a day, drinking plenty of fluids to thin the mucus, inhaling steam, using a humidifier, etc. So it is giving a solution for that what I have asked. It is giving an answer about the question. So this is the way we can create medical assistant copilot by using healthcare agent service in Microsoft Azure. Yeah, that's it from my side today.
That's great, Seena, to see that the healthcare section is getting, you can do stuff with the apps. Like it's amazing, for like
Yeah,
stuff like as you say, there are now headaches and sinuses that it can give you.
yeah, yes,
Like if you can't go to a doctor or whatever, at least you can get some help.
yes, 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 yes.
That's great. Very exciting times ahead with the co-pilot, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It is very advanced, and there are a lot of things to learn as well. So
Yeah,
actually, for learning this blogging experience are also helping. Like so if we are learning a new services or a new stuff, so while learning it, if you are blogging also, so it will kept in mind like okay, so we will get a thorough understanding on that particular service or feature.
definitely. Yeah, very good. I got access to co-pilot myself, so I might do some stuff going forward. I see
Okay.
your blog and I actually followed it, so definitely we'll try that out.
Okay.
Mm, I was on a show in India today, good few people, and I was demonstrating Copilot in M365, Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and Outlook.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I'm going to do some stuff on that there now. So I'll share my screen and
Okay.
um, present, share my screen. Okay, just have to go to my office.com.
Okay.
And I think this is the one. So I was doing Excel. So I have a file here I already working on. So this is a big Excel file. Can you see that, Sina?
Yeah, yes, it is. It
Yeah.
is visible.
Okay, that's okay. So this up here in the top is Copilot. So I'm going to click on the Copilot. It's going to open here on the right-hand side pane. So Copilot gives us a couple of things here, suggests a formula column, and it can summarize using pivot tables and charts. It can
Okay.
apply colors and formatting, and I can ask Copilot different things and can show insights into the data set. Just a little story about this data set. It's free to download on site. It's called the Big Mart Data, and a lot of data scientists use this to practice on because it's got um, something like 8,000 rows of data. If you can kind of see, I'll just scroll down a bit. It's a huge Excel file. So it's
Okay.
got 8,000 rows and it's got 12 columns on the top. If you can see there, it's item identifier, item weight. It's got kind of low fat, regular stuff and whatever. And it's got items like dairy, canned food, meat, bread, lots of stuff. So it's kind of got different types of outlets. It's got grocery stores, and it's got big supermarkets. Then they're broke into like tier one, tier two. Just go back a little bit. So if we go into the outlet type here, we can see there's supermarkets 1, 2, and 3 types. So I'm going to select all and apply. So you can see then they're all in there. So they're the supermarket type 1, 2, and 3. So it's a big data set. So I'm just going to ask it a couple of questions. So I'll just click on this thing here first, just to summarize using pivot tables and charts, and we'll see what Copilot can actually bring up for us.
Okay.
So it's working on it. Okay, so it's giving us a tab here, so I can add this to a new sheet. So I'm just going to do that. And there it just adds a new sheet down the bottom, and it gives us all the items that's actually in the data set and all the sales of it as well. So we can just go back to our data set. And these things down the bottom here, there's prompts. If people are wondering, we can go into that just to see different formulas, understand stuff. And so what simple questions we could ask it. We'd say how many items are bread. So we'll just see how many items that it can find that is bread, and we'll go and verify it then. So it says the answer is 251. So if we go over here to I think somebody else might be joining us. There we go. Hello, Joseph.
Hey,
Hello. Hi, Joseph.
Hi, Seena. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you doing?
Yeah, cool. Thank you for asking.
I'm just doing some stuff there. Seena done a great presentation there with a medical app. So you can ask the doctor, the chat bot, a medical question, and then kind of come back and give you kind of stuff you could do. It's very good. You could look back on it later, Joseph. So I was just doing some stuff with Excel with Copilot. So I'm just asking it a question of a big data set that I have. So I'll just go back to that. So just to recap on that there, I just asked it how many items in this data set has bread in it. As you can see there's breads. So I'm just going to go up here and I'm going to do it manually, just to verify that the Copilot is after coming up with the right answer. So I'm just selecting bread. I'm just going to apply. So if we see there's bread there now and all those ones, and if I scroll down, and here, let's scroll back up to the top. So down the end, can you see the count on the bottom of the screen there? So it says the Copilot is correct. The count on my manual Excel sheet is 251. So it's
Okay.
correct in that. So I'll just go back to this, select all again. So some other stuff it can actually do. So we know we have 12 columns of data, and so we could ask it like something like what year were the stores or the outlets established. Okay, so if my spelling is not right, the Copilot anyway will figure it out. So we'll just see, throw that command at it. So all the different years, 1998. Okay, so it's giving us the outlets were established in various years, including 1988 and 1995. For more detailed information, refer to the data above. Okay, so list the items. Okay, so we can go over and we can see here, click on the year our stuff was established. So it said 1985, including 1998. It didn't give any of the 2000s in it, so I can just ask it a different prompt. Copy this one. And I say what year were all of the outlets established. So it's kind of probably down to whatever your prompt that you're giving it. That it only gave me a sample of the years that time. So it doesn't seem to process that one. It says I encountered an issue by processing your request. Please refine your question and try again later. Okay, so that wasn't a good example. So another one. So we have over here on this side, we have regular, low fat, wherever. So if we just want to say, please give me another column. Give me a column with low fat. Items. Okay, so we'll see, and sometimes I leave to deliberately put a spelling wrong, but I think I'm okay this time. And it seems to pick out if you have a wrong spelling, if you left one out. Okay, so it says, look, it's giving us an example here, low fat items, right? So it's saying it'll put in true or false, right? And it's giving us this tab here. So to insert a column. So I'm just going to click on that and we'll see. Yeah, so you can see there on the right hand side, it's giving us a column there, false. The first one is false, the second one is true, and then we got two false ones then, right? So if we go over here and the first item on the list, regular, it's saying that one is false, but the low fat one on the second line is true, and the second two is false. So it is fairly good at kind of doing that sort of stuff. Anybody have any kind of questions you could ask for? We could check maybe how many grocery stores we have, and we could verify it. How many grocery stores? So I'm just going to ask it, how many grocery stores is in the actual data set? And just before I do that, I just want to verify that everything is ticked. Yeah, we're good. And I'm going to hit enter, and we'll see what the Copilot will it come up with the actual amount of grocery stores. No, it's actually got it wrong. So, for something like this, maybe need to change the actual answer. Grocery stores. So how many grocery store outlets do we have?
So if you could use the exact naming of the column, maybe it's going to help.
This one up here, is it the outlet type?
Yeah, underscore. Yeah, right.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. Is in the data set. Okay, that looks a bit more promising. Yeah, so I just go to here and I'm just going to tick off all the others, go apply. So it's telling us that there's 1083. So we could go here, scroll down to the end. Obviously, it's going to take us a bit to get down to 1,000. Some people are good at Excel now. They could go, say, press
Yeah,
one cell, then go
yeah.
arrow down, and I think it goes down to the end, isn't it?
Yes, there should be a way. I'm sure it's going to be far away from here. Let me just quickly check my end.
Yeah, so like if you're not good at Excel, like using Copilot could be a good tool for you, you know. So we're
Definitely.
nearly up on the 1,000 now, so we'll just.
So I think you see press Control and the arrow key. That should
Okay.
take you to the. Oh, you're already
Yeah.
here.
So as you can see there, it's got
Right.
the exact.
1083.
Yeah, yeah.
Right,
So
plus the header.
yeah, if we the top row is our item list, so
Mm-hmm.
it's accurate with 1,083.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
it is definitely down to the prompt that you put in if you don't get the right output, you know.
Yeah, that was even one of the reasons I was trying to show prompting in one of our sessions, and I think that is very useful.
Yeah, definitely.
Mm,
Um,
That's cool. Great job.
okay, Joseph, how are things with you?
Yeah,
Okay.
very, very well, very well. So for me today, I'm just looking at Copilot effect on the life of a secretary, right?
Okay,
So let me try to present my screen.
sure.
Share screen and share screen. Just share this one.
Yeah, I'm just going to copy.
Okay, so let me know where my screen is visible.
Sure. Yeah, you're on the stage. You got it. Yeah.
Okay, so I was trying to look at meeting recordings and transcripts. Yeah, transcripts. And I see that transcript is usually very, very long, and there is no summary of transcript, and it means that anyone that is writing meeting minutes would have to go through every jig and harry of the meeting recordings. So I have a lot of meetings here on SharePoint training, Teach Me Cloud projects, a lot, right? And let's say that these meetings that I have someone who needs to. So actually, I was discussing a project with someone, one of these projects, and after the meeting, there was need for me to quickly share the highlights so that we can keep track of what we have discussed, just in case we want to look at something in the future. And let's see, I'm come to SharePoint training day 4. You're going to see charts, you see shared recap, you have attendance, you have speaker coach, Q&A, meeting, and whiteboard. So either you try to click on the recap down here or you click on the recap up here. It's still the same thing. So clicking on recap here is going to open for me. So right inside here, you have SharePoint day 4. This is actually a training I'm having with my mentees. You have here, you have notes. This is if there were meeting notes that were kept, but there were no meeting notes in this case. You see the AI notes here is a lot, but the good thing about this is a summary of what was discussed in that call. Then somebody want to ask what's the difference between the AI notes and the transcripts. Now look at something here. This is just something that explains OneDrive MP4 block usage, and then the subtopics that were discussed inside of these projects were were highlighted, like blocking MP4 upload, project significance, replication timing, and then here comes again to say meeting recording storage. Then this is speaking about migration tool usage. So if you open this, that means these were the topics that were discussed and the points that were raised and explained during the course of the meeting. And here are the follow up, just like, will I call that matters arising? My secretary should know that better, right? So, but if you come to look at the transcription here, the transcript is going to be like a very long note that will just be speaking about Joseph at 0.08, that is into 8 seconds into the meeting, picked up the microphone and he started speaking. This topic is a big topic, when I am in speaking to professionals in the fields of professional is giving wide guess. This is just picking my words from what I am speaking and transcribing it. And look at it here. You can see that I'm far away from the base of the conversation, and somebody borrowed Solomon, picked up the conversation, saying, no, not screen shared, something like that. And then I picked up I will all and have been quiet. Then going through it, it's not really making sense because having a conversation, or I'm just did what was we broadcast. My screen is not visible. All these noise are entering into what I am having as the transcripts. The interruptions that came in is visible now. Like these things are occurrences that took place during the course of these meetings. And then I came to say, okay, I will come back to where I was sleeping on. I don't understand why this is not actually where captured. But the good thing about it is, yes, there's a transcription, and it's just long and indefinite based on the length of the meeting. And this call was, if I'm not mistaken, was for 2 hours. I think it was from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. So all this year, why the activity, all of this, all this conversation. Look at here, is actually a very big noise that you can see here now. So that you can see here coming down. So I don't know no jobs. I don't know where all this actually flew in. Okay, no, all those conversations. What I'm trying to say is that they are part of this. And if a secretary is going to sit down to take meeting minutes based on what conversations you are having here now, especially if this secretary was not in this meeting, then it's going to be like a hassle for him or her, to be able to make sense of what was discussed here. It's more like going back to listen to the recording of a meeting of 2 hours just to make sure that you know what was actually discussed, because sometimes transcription does not make sense absolutely to someone who was not in the meeting. But because I have co-pilot in my tenants, and that co-pilot is assigned to just the meeting organizer, then the AI generated note is going to be available even to those users who join the call without the co-pilot license. I think that should be something that we should appreciate. So just because the meeting organizer has the license assigned to him now, the AI note is here. And let's come to look at how the AI note now looks formally. So now this is saying Joseph discussed the process and the importance of blocking MP4 upload to OneDrive for users, emphasizing the potential project significance and the logical steps to achieve it. This include navigating the SharePoint Admin Center, setting and adjusting the sync setting, block significant file type like MP4. Now, if you want to dive deeper into understanding how this conversation was set, then you can also look down and then it will break it down for you again to say Joseph provided a step-by-step guide on how to block MP4 uploads to OneDrive by navigating to the SharePoint admin center setting. It detailed the process of signing in with an admin permission, setting you settings, and then choosing the sync option. So this is like a step that I have explained to the students while on that call. Then then this was like a project that I've given to the students to go and look at, and I said Joseph highlighted the significance of the MP4 block upload feature to potential projects, nominating its logical application and the impact it could have in implementing, if not implemented correctly or something. Now look at, if you also do this, so you see those conversations, it's trying to make sense of what discussions were made. It was not taking word verbatim from what Joseph spoke and say Joseph speaking, then trying to say XYZ, XYZ, stop, screen sharing not showing, and all of that. It will put them in a reportive statement just so people can understand. There is Teach Me Cloud, show that is about to happen in December. For those that are in my LinkedIn connection would see that yes, there is actually an event that I am planning for December for people within my community, and it's going to be a physical training. So this meeting was um, this meeting was more about planning on how we could, execute the project and what we need to put in place. The same thing, if I click on recap here, then I'm going to see the meeting recap, AI notes, outreach strategy. Solomon and Benga discussed strategies for reaching out to influential individuals, including leveraging personal connection and presenting compelling testimonials to gain the support for the project. So if I click on down here now, you're going to see identifying key contacts. Solomon and Benga emphasize the importance of leveraging personal connection to gain access to influential individual. So if you also go down resource acquisition, Benga shared the to reach capability to reach out to key individuals who could support the project, highlighting its connection and the potential for secure venue and laptop for the initiative. So if you click on here, you see that securing a venue for the securing venue and laptops, then leveraging personal network, and then how we spoke about the project planning. So Joseph summarized the meetings discussion, including the strategy for the outreach, identification of key individuals to contact, and the drive of responsibilities among the team members. So if you want to look at the breakdown there, you can also look at it. This is well detailed and can capture everything within that conversation. So also action item assignments. So after that was done, there was delegation of outreach task to the team member. So Joseph delegated outreach tasks to team members, and they can do this, emphasizing the effectiveness of this. Then the follow up is that. So this is like the action plan. Yeah, I think that's the right word for it. The action plan, outreach to the king, identify and contact someone close to the king to facilitate the introduction for the project. Solomon was given this task. So what is here is Solomon at this point was given, hey, reach out to the king of that community. Let's see how to identify someone who has access to the king. So we will know that when we come back to this meeting, then Joseph is responsible for that. Then proposal review. So review and finalize the proposal document for submission. Joseph is going to do that. Then contact assignments. Assign individual to reach out to the listed contact for the reports, for the support and the partnership. Joseph is going to do that. Document sharing. Share the final draft of the proposal and cover letter on the WhatsApp group for team access. Joseph is going to do that. So this is going to be like a very, very useful tool to anyone who takes meeting minutes, not just the secretary. I was having a conversation with a colleague on Tuesday. Yeah, Tuesday, right? And she mentioned that the transcription in the tenant she used to work was turned off, and that was a big headache on her. And I told her that transcription is great, but there is something greater than transcription, and that is Microsoft 365 Copilot can do a lot for you, because at the end of the day, what you just need to do is to click on this copy all here. So once you hit on copy all, that means you've made your meeting minutes, right? So what you can do is to come to Notepad, and then once you bring up your Notepad this way, you can paste that here. And trust me, I have read through this in my own time, and I see that it is really, really detailed enough for you to present as a meeting minutes. So in that project that you saw, we actually got an attention of one of the prominent persons in the society, and then we had him on the call, and there was need for me to, at the end of that meeting, try to send the meeting minutes to him, just so he can be aware that something was being discussed, so that he can remember his promises on that project. And immediately the meeting ended, the very minute we rounded off, I was able to share that with the individual. And trust me, we're able to hear from him. But because of the responsible AI, principle of responsible AI, this is here. Good a thing saying that generated by AI, be sure to check for accuracy, right? And I have checked. I can say that it is accurate. I can tell you that. Now, what's the difference between this AI generated note that I see again and transcript? For transcripts, I do not have a button that I can click to copy. However, I can click to download transcripts, right? I can decide to download transcripts in the docs file or CSV file. But for The AI notes, I can just hit on here and I can copy it. So if you have Copilot license and you've not been using the AI generated notes, I'm sure that you want to check it out, because personally, I have find it useful, especially now that I'm doing a lot of projects, TMMC and AECT program meeting, progress meeting, this meeting here, Teach Me Cloud project discussion, and then this. I don't know if I'm allowed, Frank, to mention on this call about the program. If I have the opportunity to do so, I can, of course. So that's all I want to show you regarding the AI notes. So I want to
You
stop sharing my
you
screen in a
you can
bit now.
wait until I end the live stream, and you can tell us then.
Okay, that's cool then. So thank you very much, Frank. That is
Yeah,
what I
that
have to
was that
show
was
off.
very insightful. Now, Joseph, that the amount of work that would save people that have to join Teams meetings all the time.
Yeah,
I,
definitely.
I know my
Definitely.
daughter. She's always on Teams. She even has her smartwatch set up to when her next Teams meeting is. So I must tell her about that actual thing.
Yeah.
Um, so just stay on the call there for a minute, and I'll just end the live stream.
Okay.
Thanks everyone for joining us. And Seena, you can see Seena's blog post down the end there, dev.to. If you just go to that website and you put in Seena Can, you will find Seena, and yeah, give her the thumbs up on that. Great demo, and thanks very much. And we'll be back here again next week. But I think, Joseph, the time is changing. So will we bring it forward to 6 o'clock Irish time? Because we'll be
Okay. That's
changing
cool.
the time. That will suit
Thank you.
you as well, Sina. Yeah. Okay. So I'll be arranging it for Irish time because our clocks are going forward tonight. So I'll arrange it next week for 6 p.m. So I don't think you change. Do you change in your country, Joseph? You
No, no, no.
don't.
Our time is constant.
Your time is constant. What about you, Sina?
Yeah.
Constant?
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Sorry, I was on mute. Yeah.
So I'm just going to adjust it so it'll be the same time for you. It'll just be an hour earlier. So thanks everyone. I'm just
Okay, cool.
ending.
Thanks,
We'll be
Frank.
back
Yeah.
here again
That
next
was
week.
Thanks all. Yeah.